A black car has circled your home 3 times. Inside is a stranger watching you silently. They carry a dangerous intention and a familiar name. Archangel Michael says, something has begun around your home that cannot be ignored anymore. A black car circled your street once, and you thought it was nothing. But then it came again, and again, and again, until you could feel the cold stare without even looking out the window. Inside that car sits a stranger, but there's something hauntingly familiar in the way they watch. They never stepped out, never made a sound, yet you felt the pressure in your chest increase each time it rolled by. The car isn't just a vehicle, it's a warning, carrying someone who has buried their face in your past. This person knows your name. They've whispered it with resentment and wrapped it around their twisted plans. They have circled not because they're lost, but because they're preparing. Your silence has power, but so does their presence. This is no accident. The black car is a moving threat wearing a name you once trusted. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, you are being guided to take this sign seriously. There is a spiritual surveillance happening now, and you are not defenseless. But the first step is awareness, and now you've been awakened. This stranger has studied your movements. They know when your light goes off, when you check your mail, when you stand by your window. They are waiting for a moment when you feel safe enough to drop your guard. Their eyes have memorized your posture. They carry in their pockets something that can ruin, but also something that once belonged to you. It could be a photo, a document, or a memory that was twisted into fuel. They want you to feel watched because fear will slow you down. But Archangel Michael stands with his sword, clearing the shadows around you. Your home is a temple and no demon car will pierce its walls unchallenged. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You once knew this person. Their name was spoken in your house with laughter, once. Now, that name feels like a dagger hiding behind a smile. They carry something in that car, something that makes them dangerous. It might be the paperwork they stole, or a voice recording twisted in lies. Whatever it is, they believe it gives them power over your destiny. They are wrong. Because your spirit has already risen above every scheme. They will drive in circles until they spiral into their own trap. If they knew who stands beside you now, they would never come closer. But their arrogance blinds them. They believe their knowledge is stronger than your light. Type Amen to get blessing 606. In their mind, they're playing a game. They think every rotation of their car tightens the net. But what they fail to see is that every turn they make binds them closer to their own exposure. They carry your name on their tongue but not with love. It's jealousy. It's revenge rooted in misunderstanding. You didn't do what they accused you of. You were just chosen. And they can't digest that heaven favored you. Someone close to you whispered your secrets to them. That's how they know where you sleep. That's how they know the pattern of your days. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This isn't just a physical threat. It's spiritual, a web cast by someone who cloaked their bitterness in silence. The black car is only the start. There's someone else connected to this plan. Another person you may have ignored, thinking they were irrelevant. But they've been nodding along behind that car's tinted glass. Archangel Michael says, you will recognize the second person by their hands. They fidget, they avoid your gaze, and they ask too many casual questions. They're gathering details you didn't even know you were giving. Their goal is not only to watch you, but to break you. But they cannot reach what the divine already sealed. You are protected beyond the understanding of humans. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They will try to test you soon. Maybe with a letter, a phone call, or a disguised favor. Don't fall for it. Their kindness is covered in thorns. One of them will pretend to need your help. That's the bait. They want to see if your empathy still leads you into traps. But not this time. This time, you'll see the red flags before they bloom. You will say no, and walk away without guilt. They fear what you are about to receive. It's not just money or success. It's a new role, a new light, a divine inheritance they wish they could destroy. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You're being watched, not just by them, but also by higher forces. Angels have been dispatched to take shifts around your home. Each time the black car passed, the tires grinded against an invisible line drawn by divinity. That line cannot be crossed without consequence. And yet, they still try. Because obsession doesn't understand boundaries. Someone from your past gave them something they never should have. It could be a spare key, or your childhood diary, or a copy of an old legal document. But no matter what they hold, they don't hold power. Because their energy is running out. And your protection is only growing stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Soon, someone else will warn you, quietly, without using words. It may be a neighbor, a delivery driver, or a friend who just feels something weird. Listen to them. The signs are multiplying. The spiritual pressure around your home has stirred even animals. You've noticed birds that don't usually come sit by your window. You felt sudden chills in places that used to bring comfort. These are not coincidences. This is awareness waking you up. Don't be afraid, but don't be naive. This is your call to spiritual defense. To fortify your boundaries, both seen and unseen. Type Amen to get blessing 313. There will be a night where you'll hear a sound. It won't be loud. It may just be a car door closing slowly. But that's when you'll know they've moved to the next phase. That night, your silence will speak louder than any words. You will not peek through the blinds. You will not step outside. Instead, you will stand tall inside your light. Because fear is no longer part of your identity. Courage has replaced it, and wisdom stands at your side. Archangel Michael says, even the shadows will retreat when you declare your protection. Your voice, your presence, your soul is now guarded with celestial fire. No car, no face, no stranger can override what heaven has signed. Type Amen to get blessing 141. There will be a breaking point, and it's coming soon. The stranger in the black car will be exposed. Their name will slip in public, or someone will recognize their license plate. When that moment comes, you will feel something unlock. It will be a release from an invisible grip. Because what once stalked you will now retreat in shame. Their plan included humiliation. But your journey will bring elevation. They expected you to fall, but instead, you'll be crowned. This entire attack was not against your body, but your destiny. And now that you've endured, your reward is nearer than ever. What they tried to delay will arrive double. Type Amen to get blessing 727. There is a letter you'll soon receive. It may come digitally or through hands. Inside will be confirmation, not of fear, but of triumph. It will reveal the name of the second person involved. You won't be shocked, your soul already guessed it. But now, your spirit will be fully at peace. Every false friend is being replaced. Every liar is losing their grip. Every darkness is crumbling under the heat of truth. You are entering a divine zone, where no circle of a car can trap you, because you have ascended. Type Amen to get blessing 363. This moment was meant to shake you, but instead, it awakened the warrior in you. You are no longer the same person who feared the unknown. Now, you see through intentions. Now, you sense movement in silence. Now, you walk in the full armor of grace. This stranger, this car, this plot, it's ending, because it cannot thrive where truth is rising. You are a divine witness, not a victim. Archangel Michael says, the car will come no more. The eyes behind the glass will look for new prey, but your home will never again host fear. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Your journey is entering a golden shift. That black car was the final attempt to block it, but the attempt failed. Now you will rise with evidence of strength, of divine timing, of spiritual authority. The battle was not meant to break you. It was allowed to reveal who you truly are. Chosen, anointed, untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Your name is being whispered in places you haven't stepped into yet. The ones in the car thought they were hidden, but heaven allowed their patterns to be traced. They have crossed a boundary they should have never touched, and now divine justice is moving swiftly. There's a record being written in the spiritual realm. Every time they circled your home, it was recorded. Every negative intention has been noted and stored for their own reckoning. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to confront them. You only need to remain aligned with what is being prepared for you behind the veil. There is someone assigned to alert you at the perfect time. This ally has been quiet but watchful. They are being nudged to speak out, and when they do, the name will be confirmed. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The black car will soon be replaced with silence. A silence that signals their retreat. But don't confuse that silence with peace just yet. They will attempt one more thing, one final move to unsettle you. It will come disguised as kindness. But your spirit has grown sharper. You will recognize their act for what it is. You will not fall for guilt, for false apologies, second chances. You've grown past the trap. They believed your soft heart was a weakness. They mistook your compassion for foolishness. But now they will meet a stronger version of you, one they never expected. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Archangel Michael says, your light has become untouchable. They cannot reach what is protected by fire and purity. Their tools of manipulation are no longer useful. The stranger in the black car had a goal, to confuse your future. They were sent as a test, but your endurance is breaking their power. Their connection to your past is being broken. The cords they used to draw near you are snapping in the unseen. This is why they've grown more desperate in recent days. But desperation is not power. Desperation is decay. And now their schemes are falling apart before they even act. Type Amen to get blessing 626. You're being moved into a phase of divine restoration. What was stolen, energy, time, trust, is being returned. Not by them, but by the universe they mocked. There's a financial blessing linked to your breakthrough, and they tried to delay it through fear. But the delay became your preparation. Now the blessing is doubled. It's no longer just compensation, it's confirmation. Confirmation that you passed the storm and held on to truth. You'll soon notice your peace becoming unshakable. Your laughter will return. Your days will feel brighter even before the clouds fully clear. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A voice from your bloodline has been praying for this day. Someone in your family, present or past, knew this threat was coming. They petitioned heaven for a circle of protection around you. And now that prayer is being answered. You are stepping into the legacy they dreamed of. You are breaking the pattern that the black car tried to continue. This person doesn't even realize they were being used. They let their bitterness blind them. They opened themselves to dark guidance disguised as clarity. But you are not here to carry their karma. You are here to end the cycle. You are here to bring light into a generational tunnel of deception. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Soon, the license plate of the black car will appear in your dreams. Or it may show up in real life, again, one final time. But this time, you'll feel no fear. You'll only feel the quiet power of awareness. Because you've already spiritually defeated what they attempted. They came expecting you to be alone, but you never were. Archangel Michael says, your home has already been marked as sacred ground. The angels assigned to your gate have increased, and every approach will now be met with resistance. They may have circled 3 times, but they'll never make it to 4. The next rotation was stopped in the spirit before the car ever moved. Your destiny is sealed, not shaken. Type Amen to get blessing 363. Let them whisper. Let them drive. Let them plot. It's too late. Because the spiritual contract over your life has shifted. You are in divine hands now. They had the chance to let go. But instead, they held on with envy. Now, the chain they used to pull you back is the same chain dragging them into exposure. Soon, people around them will begin to back away. Their team will dissolve. Even the ones who encouraged them in secret will begin to fear your light. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You will hear a knock soon, not at your door, but on your heart. It will be time to move, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. A relocation in energy is coming. You may find yourself drawn to cleanse, to rearrange your space, to release old items. Follow that pull. Because when you shift your environment, you reclaim your spiritual atmosphere. Burn what needs to be burned. Donate what no longer aligns. Speak blessings over every corner of your home. This black car may have circled your block, but it will never gain entry into your sanctuary. Your threshold is holy. Type Amen to get blessing 474. From this moment, you are shifting from target to torchbearer. You are no longer hiding. You are standing boldly, even in silence. Your power is not loud, it's steady. It's the kind that unsettles those who depend on chaos. It's the kind that doesn't need revenge because elevation is enough. Soon, they'll vanish. Not because they gave up, but because they were spiritually removed. You don't need to see their ending. You only need to walk in your becoming. And it has already begun. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You are receiving clarity now, not just about the stranger in the car, but about those around you. New names will reveal themselves as allies. Old ones will dissolve quietly. This was never just about one person. This was a cleansing, a revelation of what has been hidden. You will never again be the person who ignores intuition. You will never again second-guess your sense. You are walking in full spiritual authority. Archangel Michael says, "Car is gone, but your elevation is just beginning. The silence left behind is not emptiness. The sound of divine peace settling in." Type Amen to get blessing 303. You may feel the air in your home shift, lighter, purer, more still. That's not imagination. That's the energy of interference being removed by divine force. No more pacing shadows around your street. No more phantom movements in the mirror of your mind. Their presence has been rejected by the energy that protects your soul. This person in the black car carried more than just intention. They carried influence from something darker. They thought they could overpower your path by bringing confusion. But clarity has now taken the throne. You are not just protected, you are chosen for something greater. And the enemy has now seen it with their own eyes. That is why they watched. Type Amen to get blessing 144. The familiar name they carry may shock you at first. It might be an old friend, a past relationship, or even someone tied to your family. But don't let that familiarity confuse you. Just because you knew them doesn't mean they still know you. You've changed, and the version of you they're chasing no longer exists. They're circling a ghost, and what remains is a warrior. You've built your peace in silence, and now that silence is armor. Let them circle nothing but their own bitterness. You are on a new path now. They cannot follow. The roads they drive on were not designed for your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 929. There's a legal aspect behind all this. They may be trying to forge something, or present false evidence. But they're forgetting one major thing: divine timing. Every attempt they make is already being reversed. Every lie is unraveling before it lands. Someone on their side will back out. Someone will feel the pressure of truth and refuse to continue. They will expose themselves trying to escape the fallout. You won't even have to lift a hand. The collapse will happen from within. Because what is built on wickedness always crumbles without warning. Type Amen to get blessing 535. They may try to contact you soon. Through a mutual friend. Through a social media post meant to look casual. Ignore it. Do not entertain their energy. What you ignore will lose power. Engagement is what they want. But your silence will be the final strike. You don't need closure, you need continuation. And continuation is already unfolding. You are walking into rooms where your name is honored, where your soul is seen. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Archangel Michael says, this wasn't just about you. This protection, this warning, this cleansing, it's generational. You've stopped something that tried to travel through bloodlines. You've closed a door that others before you were too afraid to shut. This is why it felt heavy. This is why the car kept coming. But now, that door is sealed. The energy has no more access. The darkness has no more invitation. You have shifted the atmosphere for those who will come after you. You are a breaker of patterns. You are a guardian of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 707. A dream will come to you soon. It will show you everything, the name, the intention, the final plan. When it comes, don't dismiss it. Write it down. Speak it aloud to break any lingering ties. Declare your victory in the morning, because the spiritual courtroom has already ruled in your favor. The chains that bound you are now dust, and your future no longer carries the weight of their plans. You are stepping into something they tried to delay. A gift, a revelation, and a miracle, delivered by hands that don't betray, signed by a force that never fails. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Soon, your environment will shift. Not just inside, but your neighborhood, your surroundings. Even your route may change. This is divine redirection. Not to confuse, but to protect. Not to delay, but to advance. Follow the signs without fear. Every shift is guided. Every change is calculated. They thought they had you mapped, but heaven erased their blueprint and rewrote your path with golden ink. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your name is being spoken with honor again, by people who see your truth, by voices who are finally coming to your defense. You don't even know them all yet, but they're speaking on your behalf in rooms you haven't entered. They're testifying without being asked. This is the reward of spiritual integrity. This is the fruit of surviving the silent war. And now, your name is protected. No slander will stick. No false image will linger. Your light has eclipsed their lies. Type Amen to get blessing 343. You may soon feel the urge to disconnect from certain people. Don't question it. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Some people are too connected to the energy that tried to circle you. Even if they weren't in the car, they cheered for it. They whispered, they gossiped, they doubted. Let them go. In peace. You don't need explanations. You only need alignment. And you are now aligned with blessings that demand separation. What's ahead is too powerful for interference. The future has no space for familiar sabotage. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You will see evidence soon. Not in a vision, but in real life. Something physical, a document, a screenshot, a witness. It will confirm everything. But instead of rage, you will feel relief. Because confirmation is the final closure. And after that, it's over. The cycle ends. The energy breaks. No more cars. No more spying. No more familiar names with hidden knives. Only freedom. Only forward. Only light. Type Amen to get blessing 333.